For our prosperity. We're the greatest, freest country the world has ever known, and we're also the most generous. Now in a second, I'm going to sneak out and we're going to be honoring a guy that really represents the military, Nick Bacon, who's a Medal of Honor winner that did such a tremendous job. Nick's claim to fame, he won the Medal of Honor, but Nick was a true hero, not because of that, but because of the way he lived his life. And that's really the challenge for all of us these days. We're at a crossroads. We heard last night Michael Reagan talk about his dad and how he came to office and solved our problems through the free market enterprise. Now we're in a situation, I'm visiting with European congressmen that are coming over here. They're bragging about how they've cut their deficit. They're rolling back the different programs, and they're asking me, what's happened to you? They look for us for leadership, and yet we're going in the other way. And it doesn't matter what the program is. The most important thing right now to the people of Arkansas are jobs, jobs, jobs. And all of us, every elected official, in fact, everybody in responsibility ought to get up every day and think, how can we create jobs? How can we protect savings? How can we protect pension plans? Instead, we have program after program that's a job killer. The latest financial services thing that's come out of Washington, tremendous increased regulation. The bottom line is that small business in particular is going to have a harder time getting credit, and that credit's going to be more expensive. Solving the problems through the stimulus, which I very much opposed and voted against. The idea that you can create government jobs and then the money goes away and there is no job, versus creating a situation where you empower particularly small business, where you cut their taxes, you cut the regulation, and you give the ability to prosper. And again, we could go on and on. Healthcare. Some of the guys were talking last night, some of the people that I visited with. Talked with a guy the other day. This is going to cost him $1 million. What he's trying to do is figure out how he can lay off enough people to meet that mandate. Another gentleman last night was talking about the same thing, only his was $2 million. And so again, we're in a situation where instead of creating jobs, we're putting ourselves in a situation where these are all job killers. Arizona, where are we, what kind of a situation we've got our country in where the federal government is suing the state, who's just trying to get the federal law such that they can protect their borders and protect themselves. So the time is here to act. As I was driving over in the hot summertime, I was thinking it could be worse. I could be looking at two-a-days back in the old days with the Razorbacks, wondering if I was going to be able to pass the gut check. And I thought of the time I was a linebacker. And I just got to the University of Arkansas. It was in the spring. And I tackled the starting fullback, and he tackled me. I tackled him, and as I was going down, he kicked me in the mouth and broke out one of my teeth. And that was a terrible thing, but I thought, this is good. I'm going to get to go inside, and rest for a minute. And the offensive backfield coach grabbed me, and he said, what's wrong with you? And I said, I broke out one of my teeth. And he said, we'll deal with that later. Line up. And I knew then that I was in the big leagues. I knew that I wasn't in high school anymore. And right now, guys, we're in the big leagues. This is a big deal. What we're talking about today and what we'll be talking about over the next several months, this truly does affect the course of our nation. We're at a crossroads. We're trying to decide which way we're going. Are we going to be like Europe? Are we going to do the European socialist style of democracy? Or are we going to go back to our free market principles? That's the situation that we're in. And I'll tell you, you guys are going to be the deciding force. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, but whatever you're doing, we got to step it up. So I challenge you, I challenge you to help our campaign, but I'm really challenging you to help all of these campaigns. There's going to be sign-up sheets around. Some of you need to dig a little deeper with your finances. Some of you aren't able to do that. We all have different talents. We all have different gifts. But this is the time to use those gifts. What we want to do, I know what I want, what you want, is to be able to say that we have put ourselves in a situation where we rose to the occasion, like the greatest generation rose for us, and that we leave our country the same sort of situation that they left for us, a country where you could work hard and prosper with the freedoms that we enjoy now. So I appreciate you. Like I said, let's get on the stick. I thank you for your help. Let's get this thing done in November. Thank you very much.